If you're considering relocating to Cambodia, there's no better time than the present. The Kingdom of Cambodia is located in Southeast Asia, bordered by Thailand and Vietnam. Cambodia is a developing country with a growing economy. Cambodia offers an impressive and diverse environment, from the sprawling flat plains in the central region to the winding Mekong River, tropical rainforests, and mountainous regions, as well as the crown jewel of the Khmer Empire, Angkor Wat, an ancient city built in the 11th century by the Khmer Empire that brings millions of tourists to Cambodia each year and was recently voted one of the top 5 tourist destinations in the world. So whether you want to live in the bustling city of Phnom Penh or on the tropical islands of Coron, or if you even want to dwell among the temples of Siem Reap, Cambodia has something for everyone. But more importantly, Cambodia offers a great climate, a wonderful exchange rate, and most of all, the friendliest people in the world. Contact us today at Sincere Travel Services to schedule your consultation, and we'll help make your move to Cambodia as smooth and easy as possible. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be found in this world today. This is Ed from Ed Travels here in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Want to say hello to you. First of all, before I get started, I want to give big props, big thanks to everybody that's giving me love, and to my man, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
What's up, partner? How are you? My man Jay. Jerry is the big Gator fan down there in Florida. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? I wanted to show this video for a reason. I'm gonna wait till a couple more people come in, especially my man Jay would definitely understand um would definitely understand what I mean. And you're right, Jerry. They a lot of these content creators now gonna do anything for views. And I just want to make it clear. Air travels for me is like it's a personal mission. I'm not gonna get up here and it ain't nobody's business what my financial situation is. But I will clearly tell you this. I'm not relying on YouTube at all. Let me say that again. At all to live. YouTube doesn't pay my bills. Matter of fact, some of my friends can tell you it wasn't until I got a message from, in the studio, I got a message that my channel was eligible for monetization. I didn't know anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't my goal. But what I found now is that I guess a lot of it has to do with the post pandemic. That you got brothers and sisters and content creators out here making a killing, making an absolute killing on YouTube. And to be honest with you, it's been a mixed bag for me because I've done videos that have gotten 5, 6,000 views. But then also I've done videos that's only gotten a couple of hundred views. And the weird thing about it is the videos that are about substance. If I'm talking about consultations to move to Cambodia, or if I'm talking about, what it's like to live here or something truly travel related, ain't nobody clicking on that. Yeah, you're right, John. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, but and that's why I'm explaining, going into detail about this. If it was about for me, oh, what's up, Mulatto Vanguard? My man's in the house. What's up, partner? If it was truly about clicks, views, clout, subs, then yeah, I would hop right in the fray every day, multiple times a day. And I'm not going to name those creators because this is not a hate thing. Do what you got to do, build your business. Because I tell you guys this, trying to do YouTube full time is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Editing the videos, prepping the videos, getting your script straight, getting all of that stuff ready for a live or a show is a lot of work goes in on the back end. And when I look at some of these people's studios that they got set up, I got a little, I'm gonna try to find a picture of it real quick. But I have a very basic little, like little YouTube setup, that I have here in my man cave. And it's fun. It keeps me busy. If anybody else knows anything about, living outside the country, that you got to keep yourself busy. You've got to keep yourself busy because if you don't keep yourself busy, you're going to find yourself in a situation where, you're out hanging out, you know, you're drinking all the time, you're hanging out at these little places that you probably shouldn't be hanging out at because at the end of the day, you just kind of bored, So I decided, you know, I can kill two birds with one stone. I can get out here and, and make videos about, this country that I like, this country that I truly care about. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was my thing with Ed Travels, is I wanted to show people, what it's like to travel, to be around in some of these places. So that was my purpose in doing this. So, but back to my point before, is people do anything for cleats these days. Lando, salute my brother, salute to you too. It's great to have you in the building. We got Lando just checked in. Absolutely. Great to have you in the building, Lando. Nice to see you back again. And it's sometimes it's, hey, happy birthday. My birthday is today. Lando, happy birthday, brother. You turned 51 years young, man. Congratulations, man. Everybody give a shout out. Big happy birthday shout out to Lando. It's wonderful, man, that we get to talk a little bit. And I do want to do that, Lando. I definitely want to shed light and insight on Cambodia. And I'm gonna tell you why. Just to give you guys some feedback, you know. Well, thanks a lot, John. I mean, I'm glad I'm starting to make some people start adding that, because what a lot of people do is they totally skip over Cambodia. Everybody, when you think about Southeast Asia, they think about Thailand, right? And what they do is they think about Thailand, and I'm going to show you this map. This is a map of Southeast Asia. And if you look right here where my mouse is, Cambodia is right here. So Thailand is like to the northwest. Laos is to the north. Vietnam is directly to the west. So Cambodia is sandwiched directly between Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. So you're basically about an hour flight to Bangkok, hour and a half to Phuket, which is down here. Um, and you're about an hour and a half to Ho Chi Minh. Hanoi is up here. You're about two and a half. You're less than 3 hours from Manila in the Philippines. You're about 2 hours, I would say, to Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. You're about 3.5 hours to Bali. So, though, that's one of the reasons why I decided. And what's going on, Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel? What's going on? If you got a YouTube channel, put the link up, man, so I can people, like, click, subscribe, go check it out. It's good to see you, brother, man. What's up? And I wanted to show that map because this is usually how it goes. Um, this is a map right here of Cambodia itself. And you can see up in the top left-hand corner, you have Thailand. You have a little bit of Laos directly up top, and Vietnam to your right. So I like it because Cambodia is centrally located. It's centrally located in Southeast Asia. So I have a base that I can travel, let's say less than 3.5, 4 hour flight to almost anywhere that I need to go. And one of the reasons I wanted to go live today was because our young brother Austin Holloman did a video, and you guys know how to get, to his channel and everything. There's no need for me to post a link. You know how to get there. Um, but the name of the video was, and I'll go ahead and show that. Let me, I'm getting a little bit better with this with this new technology that's that's going on. So I wanna bring this up, right? And this is the video that he put up today, right? So let me share this. This is the video that he put up today. And let me go ahead and let it play a little bit.
I always think you record them out. Why the f would I be looking at the camera this way recording you? Come on, bro. Good morning, YouTube. This is Austin Holland live from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. The fourth country in Asia that I've been to so far.
So Austin is in Phnom Penh. And I want to play this particular part of
it. It felt good to get air conditioning.
I want to play this particular part of the video because
area
this
right
is,
here, and then we'll walk down Walking Street. Oh, walk over here to this little area right here, and then we'll walk down Walking Street.
Okay, here we go.
See this every day. Where I'm at is very, very, very low. Walk over here to this little area right here, and then we'll walk down Walking Street first.
All right, fellas. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. This is the riverside. This is the riverside in Phnom Penh. This is the Mekong River. This is the riverside. If you look at where my mouse is right now, that is the big Soka Hotel. It is probably one of the most luxurious hotels in Phnom Penh. And you see the little boat, that's the riverboat cruise. So this is not anywhere. There is no walking street, first of all, right? And men's daily. I do disagree. And this is why I'm doing the video. He says, I just seen the video about Cambodia's version of Walking Street. In his opinion, which he is totally, he has a right to. I think you disagree, right, OG? Absolutely. And see, this right here is the Soka Hotel. So when President Biden came to Cambodia a few months ago for the ASEAN conference, that's where he stayed. So this entire area is Walking Street. Not Walking Street, I'm sorry. This is the riverside.
Hella girls sitting over here. But we know what kind. So
right here on this little street, and this is one of the many streets in this area. This is one of the many streets in this area. I want to say this is like around 110, 114, 117 on the riverside, that you have a ton of girly bars that run up and down this street. And you'll hear him say this in the video. Listen.
This part seems kind of dead, so we might just go to the other side. It doesn't seem like it's a lot going on over here, so we might as well just go to the other side on the other side of the river. For this,
see, you see what I'm saying? He just said it seems kind of dead right now, like nothing is going on. Absolutely right, because there is no walking street. Phnom Penh does not have that type of culture, does not have that type of place. Now, granted, there's an infamous street, 136. 136 is one of the main ones, has tons of girly bars, tons of that. But there is no walking street. There's not a place you're going to go in Southeast Asia where you're not going to find one area of a town that's like
this just look like a regular street anywhere in Thailand.
Now look to your left and right. Look to your left and right. All
those girls back there was mean mugging me because I'm recording.
He's on Street 130. If I rewind the video back, look
These
over here
girls
to
back
your
there was
left,
mean mugging me
right here, Street 130. That's the street
because I'm
that he's on,
recording.
and this is where the
So
girly
I'm gonna
bars are.
record this way so they won't think I'm recording them. But yeah,
You see the
I'm sick as hell
girls.
right now. My whole head sounds like I'm underwater.
You see the girls outside. Everywhere you look to your left and the right, there's girly bars, and they're you see them. There's streets like that, right? But it looks like any normal street. You see the girls over here sitting on the corner. I'll take the video back. Let me take the video back a little bit, and I want you to look to your right. Look to your right when I stop. Stop it right here on the corner on your right where it says 1-6. There's a bunch of young ladies sitting out there. So, of course, if that's your flow and that's the type of thing that you want to do, Napalm Flair, what's up, brother? Out here offending everybody. It's this. This is my thing. Asia, Southeast Asia, that's just part of Asia. Every country in Southeast Asia is uniquely different, gentlemen. It's uniquely different. Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos specifically. Each country is different. Each culture is different. Each language is different. Granted, predominantly almost all Buddhists, the Theravada, there's the Mahayana school of Buddhism, the Theravada school of Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, but in this area it's Theravada, a lot more traditional. If anybody knows anything about Buddhism, the Theravada school of Buddhism is a lot more the canonical. It's more rigid, I would say, more strict. Anyway, but so and Thailand is a lot more developed than Cambodia. I would even say Thailand is a lot more developed than Vietnam, and Vietnam is more developed than Cambodia, and Laos is sort of bringing up the rear. They're not nearly as developed as any of the other three that I just named. Yeah, so Thailand for years and years, all the way back through Vietnam, has been known for girly bars and all of that kind of stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Because Cambodia was entrenched during the Vietnam War, this really wasn't a place to come chill. That's why Pattaya became what it was because that's where the GIs went on leave. And I'm gonna drop a fact on you. And if y'all listening, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, John. And I'm gonna drop a fact on you about Pattaya. Pattaya is also known not just for Walking Street and Soy Six and the girls and all of that. It is also one of the biggest golf capitals of Southeast Asia. There are well over 20 plus wonderful golf courses in Pattaya. And if you've ever heard of a golfer by the name of Eldrick Tiger Woods, his father Earl met his mom in Pattaya while he was on leave from Vietnam. Just a bit of trivia there. All right. From what I gather, John, is Austin got himself in a little bit of a bind, made CNN, made national news about the way that he was approaching women when he was down in Brazil. A well-known feminist got into it with him, and it was a big uproar about him being disrespectful in the way that he was talking to the women in Brazil. Long story short, for whatever reason, he left, and I'll give you this caveat. I've never talked to the brother. I don't know him personally. This is just what I hear and what I gather. But this is documented. You can look it up, John. And so therefore he decided to leave, went to Pattaya, then he went to the Philippines and I remember there was another live that happened with my brother Osidian Ali. Shout out to him, where we had the Filipino girl, young lady Joan J, who spoke on who spoke on um, the fact of the way, again, a replay in a way of what happened in Brazil, on the way that Austin was approaching these women in the Philippines. She was offended because th- she was brought on to the panel to talk about her clapping back at Western women and the things they said about Filipino women. But she kept going back to Austin and how she she really didn't like the way that he was talking to Filipino women. And then it came up with the fact that the Philippines has some sort of catcall law, right? That, you know, what's going on, Eric, up there? Did you go to Shaker? Yeah, I know a little bit about Cleveland. But he absolutely, so she was kind of rubbed the wrong way. And I want to clarify this. It takes a lot to offend me. I even hate using the word, actually. I hate to use the word offended. What I wanted to do is I wanted to clarify, because Cambodia is my backyard. This has been my home for 5 years. The reason why I'm talking about this walking street thing is I've been to Angeles City. I've been to Fields Avenue, aka Walking Street. I've been to Pattaya and their Walking Street and Soy 6. And there is nothing. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, cool. A lot of my friends in Atlanta, Eric, went to Shaker. But the reason I bring that up is there is no place like that here in Cambodia. Not saying there are not places where you can go for, you know what I'm talking about. If you're looking for that sort of entertainment, if that's your thing, of course, every major city in Southeast Asia has a district like that. I would venture to say almost every major city in the world has an area that has that. But there is no walking street in Cambodia. And I will say this, and this is something that's, so if y'all really want to listen, I'm gonna give you some knowledge. The government, the powers that be in this country, do monitor social media. Okay? They do monitor social media. I'm starting to think that Austin may actually need a mentor to tell him what to say and what not to say. At this rate, I'm worried. There are a lot of people worried to get himself in some trouble. I think well, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Joan is just very proud of being Filipino. She doesn't like, people to not respect her culture. And I can, I agree with you. I do. But let me show you how it goes here. Okay. Here in where I am in Siem Reap, there's an area, and I played the video earlier. There's an area. Let me play the video again. There's an area called Pub Street. Now, this is Pub Street here where I live in Siem Reap. As you can see, restaurants, bars, pubs. I'm walking through Main Street, walking down into Pub Street. As you can see now, more and more, you see all the tourists. There's a bar for everybody. You hear the music. The restaurants, they standing outside with their menus out there. You can go and listen to the music. You can walk up and down. And this pub street goes all the way down to the very end. It crosses over Hospital Road. And then there's Little Pub Street. There's a little like alleyway with a bunch of other pubs that are down there. But this is what Pub Street looks like in Siem Reap. And this is world famous. People come down here, and this is where they spend a lot of their time here in when they come here. Well, down on Little Pub Street, there was a bar. Not gonna name it, but there was a bar, before the pandemic, owned by it was owned by a Khmer guy, and his girlfriend was Australian. And you could go over there, you know, get your smoke on, if you know what I mean. I don't know what the YouTube term is, but you could go get you a nice one, listen to some reggae music, some other music, and that's what it was known for. Well, the young lady, the Aussie young lady that worked at that bar. Now, keep in mind, this bar is only about 300 feet, I guess I would say, from the little police booth. So they knew she was there. And obviously, she must have been looking out for the right people in order to be able to sell that openly. But one particular day, she goes on social media and she blasts the government. She blasts the government about a bunch of political stuff and how they're wrong about this and how they're wrong about that and how they're wrong about that. Somebody at the newspaper in Phnom Penh saw that post, cut and pasted it into the newspaper in Phnom Penh. 2 days later, she was arrested. The bar was raided. Her and her boyfriend were arrested, put in jail, sentenced to 7 years in prison, cost him about 60 grand US to get out of it. I talked to her personally, and she said, Ed, I should have just kept my mouth shut. Because there was a guy in my comments on my last live that said the worst thing you can do is make an Asian lose face. Make them look bad. They don't care about being right or wrong once you make them look bad. And what content creators, including me, including Austin, have to be careful of. You don't know who's watching your video. And if you have to preface your video, okay? If you have to preface your video, and see, this is where it got to me. This is where it got to me. Right here. This is where, this is where it got to me. I do not promote paying for sexual services. I can understand putting a disclaimer up, but it also gives you the appearance that you're going to cover that topic in your video, that you're going to talk about that topic in your video. You're absolutely right. It could have easily turned into another Brazil situation. Razor Rays in the house. My man Razor Rays, what's going on, brother? What is going on, brother? It is so good to see. Hey, y'all, please, 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 please go to Razor Ray's channel go to Razor Rays. Please go check out my man's channel. Absolutely fantastic content, words to the wise about traveling down to Colombia, please check out the brother's channel. Please check out Razor Rays. Check him out. Click like, subscribe. Show him some love and support. He does some great lives to be able to pass on information about how you can come down, enjoy yourself in Colombia. You know, he really talks a lot about Colombia, Cartagena, Medellin, to be able to go down there and enjoy yourself safely. Razor Rays, thank you so much for the love and support. It's all about the networking. Yeah, he's at it again. And the reason why I bring that up is you don't know who's watching you when you post these videos. And I'm talking about Cambodia, people. You got to be careful what you say, especially if you're a foreigner. See, the thing is, Phnom Penh is not a tourist city. Okay? Phnom Penh is the capital. No problem, Raise. It's always, man. And you're welcome to pull up anytime that you want to. You're always welcome here, Razor. And the thing that you have to realize about Cambodia is somebody's watching you. It's a very small community. People call Siem Reap a city, but Siem Reap is not a city. Siem Reap is a village. And if you're a black man, and if you're a foreigner and you're a black man and you're walking around with a camera, you're going to stand out. So you have to be careful when it comes to that. That's why it's important you know the dynamics of a place that you're going to. And this all comes from a place of love. It truly does. I don't want to see nobody get caught up. Oh, my man Martell, thank you so much, brother. Martell with the $20 super chat. I really want to appreciate you. This is a Air Force buddy, a good friend of mine, hoping that we link up very, very soon. I really want to thank you, man. I really want to thank you
very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate that for the super chat. Yeah, we had a great consultation. Went well over an hour, which is not a problem. I love to run my mouth and try to help people get there. So please check out the consultations. I'll put the link down in the description. But see, Martell went about it the right way. Martell contacted me and said, look, Ed, I want to talk about housing. I want to talk about, you know, if I want to work remotely, I want to talk about what's the safety like. I want to talk about what the dating is like. And you know, I'm pretty sure that the brother would sit there and tell you, we sat there and chopped it up. And we sat there and we talked about, you know, and we sat there and we talked about making a smart move here. And the next step that we're getting to is that we'll link up. I'll meet him in Phnom Penh. I'll have a driver. We'll have the hotel. We'll shoot down to Camp Pot. We'll make our way down to Siem Reap so you can get a good idea of if Cambodia is a good fit. So you can get an idea. The ultimate thing to do, and if you're able to do this, because I understand that, you know, everybody's situation is different. But if you can spend, let's say, 10 to 14 days in a country at a bare minimum, where you can get a chance to see what that country is like day to day. Yeah. Halo, airborne all the way. You're right, Eric. He does travel alone, and that's on him. I mean, you can travel alone. It's all about how you move. Absolutely. I miss jumping out of airplanes too. I miss being a jump master. I miss putting them out that door, baby. I really miss hanging out that door. And I know, Martell, you didn't do no weak peaks that you fully extended out that door. You know, your 1 minute, your 30 seconds stand by. Yeah, that's just some airborne stuff that we talking about. Hey, best of luck to you too, man. I really appreciate the love and support, Martell. You're always welcome here. But I take that time, invest that time, do a little research, come and see what it's like, what the food is like. And you know what though? Come and see what you don't like about the place. It took a little time for me to adjust to not having all the conveniences that I had in the States. I was mad because they didn't have the crispy Cheetos, you know, the crunchy Cheetos. Much love to you, Martell. The crunchy Cheetos, they just had the puffs. Every now and then they'd have the crunchy ones. That's up at the Anchor Market, which is more like the Western, and they like almost $6, dude, for like a regular bag, you know, and you know, the certain things that I could get that I was used to in the States that I couldn't readily get here, or if I could get them, it costs more. You can get Amazon sent to Cambodia. There's actually a third-party company that'll handle all the shipping for you. You'll pay less. Amazon will actually ship to Cambodia. If you change the shipping location, I'm giving this to y'all for free. If you go to Amazon and up at the top, you click the shipping location to Cambodia, it'll show you how much. Now, granted, I will tell you this. It's going to be more expensive. A big shout out to my man, Kevin3905. Hey, bro, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
I really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate love, support. Good to see you back. And so you can get that. You can definitely get the Amazon. Also, shipping. Like I had to ship something back to the States. You can get FedEx sent here, and you can get DHL, or you can use the EMS mail. The mail is going to get there when it gets there. DHL is going to get there on time, but it's going to cost you. The same thing with FedEx. In fact, there is no FedEx office here in Siem Reap. There is FedEx in Phnom Penh, but you can receive FedEx here through a third party. So FedEx will ship it all FedEx to Phnom Penh. The most important thing is your phone number, because there is no mailman that goes to your house every day. I have a P.O. box that I never use. There are third-party shipping companies. So FedEx will turn that package over to a third party like JT Express or one of those, and then they will sit back and ship it to you. Martell, my man, still here showing out. Thanks a lot for the $5 super chat, bro. I really appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I really appreciate you, man. Right, let me read it. I think the way Austin moves is very arrogant and disrespectful as well. He doesn't need to make certain comments about people's country and culture. Martell, you hit the nail on the head. And again, let me say this. This is not a bash Austin Holloman session. If you take it that way, I could care less. That's just the way you take it. But it's not that. See, the difference between men and women is men will see themselves in a younger man and try to give some instruction and some guidance, where a lot of women see younger women as competition. So this is like older brothers speaking to a younger brother. And I hope he takes it that way or whatever. But what I'm saying is this. People here love who they are, especially the Khmer people. If you go back and do your history about the Khmer Empire, the people that built Angkor Wat, the world's largest religious monument, Angkor Wat, right? Which was built in like the 11th century. The Khmer Empire at one time was encompassed all of Southeast Asia, almost all of Southeast Asia. This is Angkor Wat, the world's largest religious monument. And they're very, 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 very proud of their culture and where they're from. So if you come here and you don't show the proper respect for their culture and their history, you're going to rub somebody the wrong way. And coming here with an attitude of, hey, either I don't care, it doesn't matter, or anything like that is not a good thing. Let me get to these super chats. Kevin3905. Yeah, he is young. He'll grow and learn, and I'm praying for him. I don't want this to delve into it all about Austin, but I know it is, but it's more of a teaching moment. Thank you so much, Martell. We're not bashing Austin. We have to call other men out when they step out of line. Men have always well-established order to keep each other in check. I've always had those older brothers that have always come to me and said, look here, young buck, you stepping out of line, you doing, and sometimes it's hard to hear. But usually that brother's already walked that walk. He's already been down that road. I'm telling you from what I know. I've seen bloggers here, young, old, black, white, foreign, or whatever, have come here. They've gone to Angkor Wat without covering their shoulders, and they've been run out of there. They've been banned because let me show you how much they revere Angkor Wat. Let me show you how much they revere Angkor Wat. And I'm going to tell you, here in Cambodia, Angkor Wat is the crown jewel. Angkor Wat is the crown jewel. This is the place. This is the place that people come here, that millions and millions of tourists come here to see. They come here to see, like, this couple's going out for the sunrise. And when you go out to Angkor Wat, matter of fact, let me show you a video that I did. And this is from my channel. And this is a video that I did during the pandemic when nobody else was here but me. This is a video that I did. I
am just blown away by the sheer magnitude and majesty of the world's largest religious monument. Built in the 12th century by King Jayavarman, this was the center of the Khmer Empire. The engineering, craftsmanship, and beautiful sculptures and statues that adorn this temple are simply amazing.
And now look at this. They have literally thousands of tourists there every day. This is about 8 o'clock in the morning.
I had the opportunity of actually
and I had Angkor Wat all to myself.
Having the place to myself.
Just me and the camera guy.
That I really considered it a true blessing and an honor.
There's no mortar. There's no cement And all
at
of the
one of the
stone that
7
you see at
wonders
this
of the
temple
world.
was
And
quarried
if you ever get a
70
chance to,
miles outside Siem Reap at
please
Kulin
come
Mountain.
to Siem Reap, Cambodia, and visit Angkor Wat and the thousands of other temples built during the majestic Khmer.
So this is what people come here to see. Thanks a lot, Martel. Thanks a lot. And it's constructive criticism. I'm a fan of him too. But it's not so much what you do sometimes, it's how you do it. It's exactly how you do it. And let me get to these super chats. Eric, I had a cultural difference first time I moved from Cleveland to Akron. Yeah. Yeah. You can't. I mean, you're moving 9,000 miles away from the US. It's going to be huge cultural differences. And here in Cambodia, here in Siem Reap, there's never going to be a high-rise building in this city. There's never going to be a high-rise building in this city because no building, no structure is allowed to be taller than the center tower of Angkor Wat. No hotel, no building, nothing can be taller than the center tower of Angkor Wat. It's utterly, it's mind-blowing. Last year, I got a 1-year pass to go into the archaeological park where Angkor Wat is, Angkor Thom, Top Ram, all of the temples, the Tomb Raider temple that Angelina Jolie filmed the movie in was filmed at one of the temples here in Siem Reap. And that cost me $200 for unlimited access. But what Cambodia did this year is that if you can show that you've lived in Cambodia for 2 years, it doesn't have to be consecutively. You show them proof that you have 2 visas, that you live here for 2 years, you get a free annual special pass into the archaeological thing. And brothers, you know what I did? I went online, I went to their website, I uploaded my passport info page and 2 copies of my last 2 visas. And within 24 hours, they emailed me an annual pass to get me into Angkor Wat. So I say all that to say this. In the words of one of our great philosophers in Black culture, Eric B. from Eric B. and Rakim, it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. And like my grandmother said when I was a little boy, you better act like you got some sense. You're not at home anymore. If there's one thing that I've learned, traveling overseas and living overseas, is that you're not going to win that battle. You don't want conflict with the locals. You're not going to win that battle. Whether you're right or wrong, you're not going to win that battle. See, and I'll reiterate what I said before. If you're new to traveling, whenever you come into a country, you have to get a thing called a visa. The caveat to the visa rule is this. There are certain countries around the world. Every country's passport is ranked every year, right? And I believe this year it was either Singapore or Japan was the number one. And I can look it up right here. What are the most powerful passports 2023? What are the rankings? And I'm trying to find a good list here. The most powerful passports, right? Let me go ahead and share this because I definitely want to make my point when it comes to this. I want to share this screen. All right. The world's most powerful passports. And they're the most powerful because they allow you into more countries without, like, you're pre-approved to get in that country. You don't need a visa before you arrive. And it says right here, the Japanese passport holders, for example, are able to visit 193 countries without pre-approval. Nearly every country on earth. Afghans, on the other hand, can only visit 27 countries with the same level of ease. So Japan, Singapore, South Korea, Germany, Spain, Finland, Italy, Luxembourg, Austria, Denmark, Netherlands. I mean, the United States is not even in the top 20. I think United States comes in tied for 17 after Switzerland with 187 countries you can get in without pre-approval. So what I mean by that, Martell, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot. Ed and chat. Yeah, exactly. I talked about that earlier, Martell. Thanks a lot, man, for the super chat. $5 super chat. Thanks a lot, man. He I was on I was listening to a panel, Martell, of that had Joan Jay, the young lady that clapped back at the sisters that were dissing the Filipinas. And she was really upset. She felt some type of way about the way, I guess she figured that she was catcalling some women or the way they, almost like a replay of the Brazil thing. Ren, my man, what's up? Thanks so much for the $4.99 super chat. I really, really appreciate you, brother. Good to see you as always.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate you, man. Yeah, Ren, my man, coming through. When you said no high rise building would be built, you sold me even more on. Yeah, exactly. There is no building in Siem Reap that's going to go taller than the center tower of Angkor Wat. There's no building that's going to be taller than that. That's the rule. The easiest way to get yourself in trouble here is to go and show your behind out there at Angkor Wat's place. Yeah. Yeah. Well, John, I agree with you. And to touch on that subject real quick, everybody travels for a different reason, right? Everybody travels for a different reason. Some people, if you're younger, I'm 52, I can't do the club thing no more. That's just not me. It's even like in the video I showed you of of Pub Street. You heard the loud music. If the DJ asks me, do I have a request? I'm like, yeah, man, can you turn that down a little bit? You know what I'm saying? I just can't handle that. So yeah, if you're coming to Cambodia and you're looking for the nightlife of Bangkok, or you're looking for the nightlife of, say, Manila, then of course it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be slow for you. But for me, I like slow. You know what I'm saying? I like slow. I like to have the option that if I, if Martell and John Jacob and Ren and and Mulatto Vanguard and Eric and all of y'all just want to hook up and let's meet in Bangkok and get turned up. Yeah, that's great. I can just hop on a flight and do it. Now, if you guys want to fly here to Cambodia, chill at my place and have a lot more chill spot, go up to Phnom Penh, listen to some live music venues. Then it's stuff like so. Everybody travels for a different reason. Yeah, exactly. There's some sort of law in the Philippines, John and Martel. It's a cat calling thing. I'm not saying that he did that. I'm just saying that that's what Jones spoke of. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you, John. I let the young bucks have that nightlife. You know, literally, man. My lady, and let me show you. I got to do some. This is my girl Sim. This is my girl Sim, and this is her cocktail bar. As you can see, it's Sim Sexy Cocktail Bar. Premium cocktails. That's her right there at the bottom, sipping on her little drink. And she runs this bar every night. Matter of fact, the bar to her right, my left, that's her bar too. She has two of them that she runs. Has a little video with the music, and she'll stay open till her and her daughters will run that till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when all the other pubs close. You know, so if that's what you want to do and that's where you want to hang out, then that's where you can hang out. But you have got to be careful. See, I think what some people fail to realize is that a lot of stuff that you put out on the internet is permanent. Once you put it out there, it's out there, bruh. It's not coming back. And people can see you all over the world real time in what you say. And there's going to be an uproar about it. You know, and that's why I named my channel Ed Travels. You know, granted, we talk about a lot, and I'm really working hard to make sure that I'm able to mesh all the great conversations and content that we have in to so it all fits under travel. My man Martel Airborne. Hey Ed, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to get here, and I'm looking forward to linking up so we can make that happen. Can't wait, bro. Kind of reminds me of Alil of downtown. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the pub street is the money make. Hey, folks, what it boils down to is this in Cambodia. The average person stays in Cambodia for 2.5 days or stays in Siem Reap for 2.5 days. They come in on the first day and they see the temples. They got like the small circuit, right? The small circuit is Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom, Tapram, the major temples. It's a small circuit. Then there's a large circuit, which takes you to the outlying temples that are up to 20 miles. Bante Sarai, Bante Malai, all those temples that are way outside the city. And then people pack up and they leave. So on the map that I showed you, if there's Thailand, right? If there's Thailand, Vietnam, right? I'm gonna share this with you because I want you guys to stay with me. Let me do this, okay? Southeast Asia map, share. All right. Cambodia is here in like the real light green. So people will fly into Thailand, spend some time there, stop through Cambodia for 2.5 days to see Angkor Wat, and then go on to Vietnam, or they'll go down to Bali, or maybe Singapore, or onto the Philippines. So usually Cambodia is not the primary destination. It's just it's a stop through. People are not spending a majority of their time here, but they're coming to see Angkor Wat. They're coming to see the temples. And Cambodia is working really hard to get people to stay here at least one more day. But it is slower. And I like that. It's slower. It's a lot more chill. It's a lot more laid back. Yes, Eric. Yeah, Eric. I live in Cambodia. I've lived here for 5 years. I live in Siem Reap, which is south of it's south of Phnom Penh. Well, north of Phnom Penh. Yeah. My man Jay, my man Jerry. Hey, matter of fact, big shout out to Jarius for coming in the room. That is my man right. Thailand together, Colombia together. We actually met here in Cambodia. We met here in Siem Reap. That is a true passport bro. OG passport bro. Can't wait till we hook up again when I'm on that side of the world or when you come over here. And I might even go to the Philippines with you, man. I know that's your spot. But yeah, there, yeah, you can make anything a walk. Anywhere that me and Jerry's roll is gonna be a walking street. You better believe that. But my thing is that you got to watch how you move. Absolutely, absolutely. This has been my brother ever since we met here, and this is what travel is about.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And that's what it's all about. And the thing is that even though there's a difference in age, and I'm a Florida State fan, and he's a Gator fan, we have fun. I mean, we go out. We have our nights where we turn up. And then we have our nights where hey man, what you doing today, man? Let's meet up and just have a meal. Let's chill. Let's take a tour. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go see this. Let's really travel. And it helps that we're both prior military. Because you're traveling with someone you can trust who has your back, and you get along. You have somebody to look out for, and you're not traveling by yourself. So big shout out to Jerry's, man. Hope you feeling better, bruh. You always welcome, man. Mi casa is su casa, homie. Love you always. Went to Diamond High School. Yeah, there are a lot of Cambodians. I think the biggest population of Cambodians, I would say, is I want to say it's like in California. I want to say it's like in Long Beach, and then there's another huge population of Cambodians in Massachusetts, or Khmer, as you call them, Khmer people. But yeah, I mean, Cambodia, in a way, yeah, exactly. Martel, hey, I like Vietnam. Matter of fact, me and Siem are going to Hoi An when I get back from the States. I want to take out Hoi An, Da Nang. I want to go back to Ho Chi Minh. I really like Hanoi. What I really, really, really liked about Vietnam was that Vietnam was like beautifully Asian. You know what I'm saying? Vietnam was beautifully Asian. They weren't really concerned about um trying to conform. Because technically it's a communist country, but it's very modern. And I really, really like Vietnam. I love the food. I went to Halong Bay, uh, went to quite a few places. I really, really liked it there. I liked it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share a little bit of this is back in the day, so don't roast me too much on on my video taking skills, but this was back in 2019. Yeah, I would have to show you that right away, but this is back in 2019 when Sim and I went to Hanoi and Halong Bay. And that ticket, if I'm not mistaken, round trip ticket for each one of us to Hanoi was $97. Was $97 round trip. We stayed in the French Quarter. Um, we stayed down. This is the French Quarter of Hanoi. And everybody got their jackets on because this is January. And it was, I mean, dude, it was freezing down there. Ren, I see your comment. I'm gonna get to you. I agree with you too. I think that the mindset, the Western mentality, they got to leave that behind. And then when we went here, as you can see, a lot of their stuff that they still got the red, and let me make this full screen so everybody can see it. This is just in the street there in Hanoi. This is the lake. This lake is right in the middle of the city, the the temple. This is the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum uh, that Ho Chi Minh is buried in. It was closed that day that we went. The guards are outside. Um, and then this is the prison that John McCain was in, the Hanoi Hilton. This was very interesting. It wasn't that far from the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. Just walked in, and you got a chance to go inside and see where he was held. That's a photo of him. This is how they were. This is how they were kept. This is the little hotel that we stayed in. I think this hotel was like $50 a night. Now, this is a little restaurant Demir went to where we got our favorite food, bon cha. Brothers, when I sit back and tell you, this little and this little meal cost us like $4.50 for both of us. See where it says bon cha? It's like grilled. You're gonna see it in a second. It's grilled. This is grilled pork with this fish sauce. And bro, I literally ate this every day. Every day that I was in Vietnam, when I was in Hanoi, I had to have some bone cha. And this meal, both bone cha, I think I had a Saigon beer. She had like I think Siem had like a Fanta or something like that. It cost us like $7 with the noodles that were in it. And then we were walking through the alley. This was a great photo I got of some Vietnamese guys. This is just downtown Hanoi. And then we took a tour down to Halong Bay, which is about 4 hours one way from Hanoi. And we took like a limousine bus down there. And this was the food that they had on the boat. It was a great buffet, all included. I think it cost us something like $40 a person for an all-day tour of Halong Bay. I mean, Vietnam is a beautiful, beautiful country. And then this is where you have to climb like these 300 something steps, 387 steps to get up to the top in order for you to see this, to overlook Halong Bay. It was an absolutely wonderful trip. It was an absolutely wonderful trip. So these are the type of places that you can go to. Oh, my man Jarius, thank you so much for the $9.99 for the $10 super chat, brother. I
Thank
really
you
appreciate
very
you, man.
much. Thank you very much.
You know that, when we tipping, like what you said, it's all about building relationships and friendships. I talk to brothers I met overseas more than most of my blood family. I appreciate your channel. Keep it going. Thanks a lot, brother. Kuntral, I love you to pieces. Anytime you need anything, Jay, I'm a phone call away. I'll hop on that flight, man, and be right there, man. I got you always. I appreciate you. See, that's what I'm talking. All right. Technical error. Technical error. Operator error. Operator error. I think I got it fixed. That was 100% me, fellas. 100% me. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, man. Much love. I mean, and Martell, thanks again for the $5, another $5 super chat, brother. I really appreciate you blessing me, man. I'm trying to grow the channel. I think we
Thank
need
you
to
very much. Thank you.
we need to have more dialogue. You know, information is power. And what I was saying before, the beauty of travel is this. Just because they do something differently than you do doesn't make it wrong. Just because, earlier I didn't put up, yeah, the Samoans can cook some great pork and so can the Vietnamese. You know, I heard Viet was colonized by France. Yeah, Vietnamese was colonized by France, and so was Cambodia. So is Cambodia. There's huge French influence here. Hey, Daniel J, good to see you back. Yes, best pork noodles. I'll put it like this. If I had to rank Asian food, say in Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia, even though I live in Cambodia, I would say Thailand, and then it'll be Vietnam to Cambodia to A, to B, whatever. Thailand definitely is better, but yeah, I mean that's the beauty of it. And Marta, I want to show this comment. Thank you. I'm gonna do more lives. I enjoy doing lives. You know, I like to show the receipts. You know what I mean? I like to show the receipts. I like to show people what's possible for you to be able to see. You know, I'll this is this is a place that this is a video of me and the missus again. Like I said, I'm only an hour and a half away by air from Phuket. And Sim and I traveled to Phuket, Air Asia, right? To show you how close it is from Siem Reap to Phuket, Thailand. We went and we stayed at this hotel, the Cape Sienna Phuket, a 5-star resort. In our room, drum roll, folks. Our room was one of the rooms overlooking the sea. This is the lobby. This is in 2019. This is the view from the lobby. Our room cost us $100 a night. $100 a night for this view. This was the poolside restaurant. And this is the view outside our hotel room. This is $100 a night, overlooking the Ottoman Sea. Adjacent to the hotel was this infinity pool. This was at another bar that was part of it. And then Sim and I, the following morning, went and took the Fifi Island tour, where we got on a fast boat. We were on this fast boat for about 2 hours. I think it was right about hour and a half, 2 hours, that took us out to, here's where I went snorkeling a little bit. And we were able to go out into the bay. This is in Thailand. Again, this is only an hour and a half from Siem Reap, flying out of Siem Reap's airport. And then I think this was Monkey Island. We went to Monkey Island, had a nice little buffet out by the beach. This is all included in the tour. We had a nice little buffet. Then we went to another one. We stopped at this white sand area. And then on the way back, this is where we came from. And this is one of my favorite photos of her absolutely enjoying herself. But these are the type of things that I like to these are the things I like to do, and these are the things that you're able to do here. And this is what I wanted Ed Travels to show and promote. Um, I think right now, and I'll go on one of my quick little rants, is that since I've been in this little YouTube space, there's a lot of pressure as a content creator to get those clicks and get those views and get those subs. And what a lot of people like to do is any attention is good attention. So controversy, clapbacks, going back and forth with people gets people to click on your videos. But as you can, and hopefully as you can see, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to let my content speak for itself. What wish we could stay lecture up here for? Yeah, absolutely. That was $100 a night. I'm pretty sure it's probably a little higher now, but if you go to websites like Agoda, which is a website, agoda.com, man, you find deals now. You can find great deals. Matter of fact, let me do that right now, Eric. I really appreciate you because I just want to show something really, really quick. I'm going to put in Hoi An, Vietnam, right? And I'm going to put in, let's say, 2023. What month is this, y'all? Okay. This is April. No, is it April? No, it's not April yet. It's March. Okay. I'm going to put in April, the weekend, April 1st. Okay. All right. We're going to do that. Search Hoi An. All right. Now, I want you guys to see. I want you to see. This is Hoi An. This is Agoda. This is an exceptional hotel. This boutique Hoi An, $51 a night. $51 a night. $100 a night. $25 a night for 8.7 for this boutique resort. $43 a night. Excellent. 8.9 review for these rooms. Let's look at the rooms. This is $43 a night for this hotel in Hoi An, Vietnam. 43 with the airport transfer. If we want to look at the rooms, look at this, gentlemen. Look at the rooms. $43 per night. People have been watching the channel. Hey, not a problem, brother. You're always welcome. Hit me up, man. I'm gonna put the email address up for the consultations. simseertravel@gmail.com if you're interested in the consultation. Primo, I don't like to see people getting divorced, but me being divorced not once but twice, I can truly understand that sometimes it's better to chalk it up, pack it up, and move on to bigger and better things, man. You know, you're more than welcome. Anything you need, holla at me, man. Hit me up. Just hit me up on my DM at travel with Ed 82. All of it is going to be down in the description. I'll be more than happy to help you, man. And I will. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I am pretty sure, Eric, that Alaska is expensive because you got to ship everything up there. Everything has to be shipped from the lower 48. Yeah. Yes, sir, Primo. I got you, brother. Always. But yeah, what I'm trying to say, man, is when I was back in the States, I grew up in Pasadena, no, basically Pasadena, California, and I was looking to spend a week in Los Angeles. The round trip airfare, the rent a car, the hotel cost me more than going down to Medellin, Colombia for 2 weeks. To put it in perspective, you know, it's getting out of your comfort zone, doing something that scares you, going out into a city, a place where you can get wonderfully lost. I was in Lisbon, Portugal. I was in Lisbon, Portugal, and I beautifully got lost. I left my hotel in Lisbon and just started walking down the street. As long as you have data on your phone, you can even download Google Maps to look at offline. And in a city like Lisbon, any major city, you got Uber. You know the name of your hotel, you can always get back. You have to do something that scares you. Jump on a flight. No, get a map of the world and throw a dart on there. If it lands in Afghanistan or Pakistan, somebody, I suggest you throw another dart. But if go somewhere, expand your horizons, and you'll be surprised what you find. You'll be surprised at the food you like and you don't like, the music you like and you don't like, and you start to realize that in this great big world that we live in, that we have more in common than we have apart. We have the same worries. We have the same concerns. You know what I'm saying? My man Eric. Wow, I've never heard it. Wow. What's that? It's a great price. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's outrageous. And see, also, you guys keep this in mind. Southeast Asia is really ramping up, fully open to get people back, to get back to their pre-pandemic tourist numbers. They're increasing flights. They're hiring more and more people. I see that happening here in Siem Reap because Siem Reap, being Templetown, is a place that lives or dies off of tourism. So they need people here. And people are coming back. People are coming back. So more and more cheap flights. I would suggest flying into Phnom Penh, which is PNH. That's the airport code for Phnom Penh. And let me show you guys that. The airport code for Phnom Penh, airport code for the airport code for Phnom Penh, Cambodia is PNH, right? And then for the airport code for Siem Reap, there's also an international airport here in Siem Reap. And the airport code for Siem Reap, Cambodia is REP. And in October, there's going to be a new international airport here in Siem Reap because they want to they want to be able to accommodate larger aircraft. And I think it's set for October, I believe, is going to be when the new airport is going to be open. Because currently Siem Reap currently has an airport now, and I'll share this with you. Let me share this with you guys. Let me share the screen here. This is the current Siem Reap International Airport. Right here. This is the current airport. It's not that far from right up here where my mouse is. This is the current one. And this is going to be the new one. This is the new international airport to accommodate larger aircraft. That one should be done by October. It's under construction right now. And that's going to be about an hour outside the city. So REP, and for right now, you can fly into Phnom Penh, which is PNH. That's the airport you can fly into. Well, gentlemen, I got some things to do today. Today is Sunday here. So I got to spend some time with the family. Come here, Jax. Come here. Come here, Jax. Come here. Come here. I got to spend some time with the family, with my big boy, Jax. Don't ever get a golden retriever to be your guard dog, because all they do is sleep and eat and lick people. But it's great having you guys on the live, man. Talking to you, to all my brothers, to all you brothers that chimed in, checked in. Don't forget to hit me up at simseertravel@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to do a consultation with you, and we'll sit down and we'll chop it up. So in the meantime, be safe, catch flights, not feelings. To my airborne brothers, airborne all the way. And I love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. Peace.